Abnormal things parents did. According to Reddit, number 17. 3 out of 4 members of my immediate family have the same condition where we grow benign tumors in our brain and spine. So, conversations about brain surgery and muscle wastage and loss of function are common. I knew it wasn't normal, but we kinda keep forgetting how most healthy people react to phrases like, "I'm losing my ability to move my toes. It's annoying." What a terrible family trait to adopt. I guess it's better than not existing, but none of us are living so luxurious a life that we know what that's like. Number 16. My dad forces us to say "I love you." I say "I love you" quite forcefully, and I don't mean to. When people say they love me and they aren't my family, I stutter and kind of go blank. I think, shit, what do I say? How do I say it without being forced? What the hell is this list? Already, baby. Already, number 15, okay? My parents were hardcore penny pinchers when I was growing up, even though they both had decent jobs. Our water usage, among other things, was controlled and timed, which led me to washing dishes in a certain way that minimized the number of times that I opened the faucet. Over the years, my parents' tedious money-saving methods began to fade out. Forgive me. But a few things did not, our dishwashing method being one of them. One night, a friend of mine invited me over and stayed for dinner. I offered to do the dishes. It only took a few dishes before my friend was like, "What are you doing? Why are you washing in dirty water?" He then proceeded to turn the faucet wide open. Wow, now this is luxury. I felt so damn wasteful at that moment. It felt like I was watching dollar bills go down the drain. Go down the drain. I was expecting his parents to go off any minute for how wasteful he was being, but nothing happened. They probably thought I was the weird one for reusing the dirty water. This method of washing dishes was normal for me, yet felt so taboo. I was 13 years old at the time. Did I say normal for me? I meant normal for them. Shit. Damn. Piss. Dirty water dishwashing making me a little crazy in the brain. 'Cause one method's genius and the other's insane. Let the churn have the water. I agree with both sides. It shouldn't be splish splash, leave the water on, dollar bill down the drain time. But, come on, man. Come on, man. Water's not that expensive. But hey, I guess I'm coming from a household where we had a dishwasher that I wasn't allowed to use. It was really only there for mom to use it if she felt like it. Which she probably would because, you know, I was the one supposed to do stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Motherfucker. Ain't that a bitch? Number 14. Apparently it isn't normal to do grave rubbings. Let's elaborate on that. When I was little and went to graveyards with my family, sometimes they would bring paper. Okay, I know where this is going. Sometimes they would bring paper and crayons and rub old dates and names onto the paper. I was reminiscing one time with friends about this, and realized that these rubbings weren't a normal thing to do once they all gave me horrified looks. I recently saw this for the first time ever in an episode of Goosebumps. I didn't think that it was in any way something that a child would be interested in doing. Unless that child, spent a lot of time hanging out at a goddamn cemetery to the point where they just needed to look for things to do. Do you know what I'm saying? A special hello to everybody in the stream chat. Valana, Ariana, Pandaren, Valinda, Bradley, Ricky, and Chloe. And if it isn't Stripes, who isn't busy or asleep, there she goes. Here she comes. Watch out, boys. She'll chew you up. The Bleach. Number 13 on this list of abnormal things that parents did: flush the toilet after peeing. So, the way that this is answering, it doesn't seem correct. So I'm going to go ahead and verify what the question is in the interest of clarity. The question is, what was something your family did that you didn't realize wasn't normal until you did it in front of others? So what was something your family did? And your answer is flush the toilet after peeing. They didn't do this, so you have incorrectly answered this question. Fuck you for that. What this should say is not flush the toilet after peeing. You son of a bitch. Why can't people answer questions? And hey, sometimes I feel like I can register that English isn't people's first language. Do you know what I mean? And I get it, everybody's human, so people, they err. You fucking humans. It's like if you ask somebody if something's gonna be a problem, and they may say yeah when they really mean no, but I don't know, man. Take it from a guy who's been growing up around women who lie and then are given, I want to say, preferential treatment, or people willing to believe them when they don't know what the fuck they mean. Oh no. Bitch, this shit breaks me. This shit breaks me. I'm sorry. Flush the toilet after peeing. We tried to save water, so we basically peed until someone took a crap. Then one day I went to a family friend's house and freaked everyone out because I didn't flush. Who didn't flush the toilet with your nasty ass, letting these pee particles just dance around in the bathroom, stinking it up, stinking up the bathroom with the pee? Who's responsible for this? Maybe this dude has been living in a pee fucking whirlwind for so long that it's affected his ability to properly answer questions. Maybe we're supposed to pity this pumpkin patch jackass because he thought Pumpkin Patch 404 was a dope fucking username. Sniffing pee all he's probably got the inner portion of his nose lined with piss. I apologize. That's not exactly a beautiful or kind, mental image that I'm painting for you. But you live a privileged life, so be thankful that you didn't have to always leave the pee until it coated everything in the bathroom, the walls, and the countertops. Let's not forget your toothbrush as you dance into the bathroom going, I think I'll put that in my mouth. Fool. And then your titty shrank too, because of all the pee. Damn it. Number 12. People are absolutely baffled that my parents are still friends after separating. Why did they separate then? If they're such good friends, they're baffled that my dad and my stepdad also get along well. It seems like you're dealing with a couple of freaks. Did you know there's other people in the world? They even kept living together until mom bought her house. Dad kept the original house. They kept living together with the new dude that, cucked the dad. Okay, we get it. We get it. Just, why do we have to hear about it right now, my dude? I get what the list asked for, but it's starting to make me uncomfortable. When my dad or my stepdad came to visit from his home country, he'd stay at home too? My parents hold no ill will towards each other at all and have always gotten along well. They just grew into different people. Which happens, and I'm glad that they recognize that happens. But why you gotta interact with each other? Why do you have to interact with each other? So, my parents hold no ill will towards each other. They just grew into different people and realized that they wanted different things in life. Their houses are 10 minutes apart, and they invite one another over for dinner all the time. They still help each other out when one of them needs something. They still do activities together. They will come to visit me too. Many of my friends whose parents have separated have shared what amounts to horror stories about it. It sounds like a lot of separations are aggressive, violent even, and definitely not as chill as my parents' separation was. Seriously, the hardest part of all of this for me is deciding whose house I'm staying at when I visit home. Lol. I'm glad that everything's going so well and that you're so well adjusted. Again, most people ain't alright with the idea that somebody that they used to be dicking down, taking dick from some new partner when they were in a monogamous relationship. Especially to the point where they're hanging out with both of those people. The dicker and the dick-y. Strange. Strange. But hey, everybody leads different lives. Everybody has different things going on. Look, man, the internet right now is in fights with each other about whether or not this Miles Morales Spider-Man game is a standalone product or an expansion/DLC, and Insomniac itself keeps jumping up to say it is a standalone game. So I don't know who in God's name would argue with the developers that are working on the fucking project, but I don't know what the hell's going on. Somebody made a post talking about it being a remaster. I'm like, what the fuck you mean remaster? With the expansion built in? I don't understand. That's not what it was advertised as, and I don't care. We've passed the point of me caring now. Number 11. It seems far more common for parents to be very overtly cautious or controlling of their kids' activities. Not that my parents let us have free reign, but they trusted my brothers and I to walk around the neighborhood. Bedtime wasn't really enforced after age 10, and never on weekends. Ironically, later, I was pretty often the safe friend to the more cautious parents because I turned out real boring. Haha. I was probably a bit of a special case because I've always had a touch of anxiety, but I think having my parents' trust kind of removed the rebellion of it. Yeah. I'm 100% behind this. I'm 100% behind this. And I almost want to say it again that I'm 100% behind this. It's when you force your kids to do shit that they don't want to do, that the rebellion associated with doing what they're constantly forced not to becomes life. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's one thing when you're teaching them something that their life may depend on, homie. You beating into your kid's head the fact that they need to look both ways before they cross the street is because they could die. And this ain't a video game, homie. You only have one life. Ain't no one-ups. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're effectively just saying, you need to go to bed at this specific time. We always need to be going to church as soon as they get their fucking opportunity. The thing that they're going to do is not do that thing. And it'll be not just a breath of fresh air. It'll be like a fucking drug. It'll be like the life that they never knew could possibly exist. This thing that they can now do. You know what I mean? You force your kids to never be able to have pets. As soon as they get away from you, it'll be the first thing they want to do. And they'll become pet people, my dude. Some people will binge this thing that they have been refused their entire life. So a lot of you fucking parents are pushing your fucking kids into the things that you're trying to keep them from. Because everything in moderation. You want to convince your kids or, your children that something ain't cool, put it on the table for them, as rude as that is to say. Obviously not with everything. Of course, there are exceptions. I'm not saying that you should let your kids try meth, baby. But, if they don't feel like, oh, you are forbidden to do this. Man, what's the big deal, man? It's not gonna kill me, is it? In today's day and age, sometimes you can't say that on stream, man. You better just push it real good. Push it. Push it real good. Number 10. Smoking indoors. I didn't do it, but my girlfriend at the time had a veritable panic attack when we had my mother over for dinner. It was the first and only time my mother came to visit. Damn, that bitch didn't ask? Here's the thing, your mother may be a fucking cunt. You come over to somebody's house for the first time and you just smoke at their place? When it has not been established that they are smokers and they smoke indoors? Because your girlfriend wouldn't be freaking out if it was something that y'all did. Here's the thing. Some people are just lack self-awareness in a big way. And you gotta wonder if it's like just disrespect. Do you think that the mom disrespected the bitch? And that's why you rolling up into somebody else's crib fucking sparking up in they living room and shit? What the fuck? You don't live here? And you didn't ask? You didn't make sure it was fine? Take your bitch ass outside so that lingering ass smell doesn't get the fuck into the furniture and shit here. My God. Oh no, I'm not the guy to talk to about cigarettes. I don't like that. How many of you smoke in here? How many of you do that? You're gonna smoke this whole box. Damn it. Number 9. That my mother would scream and yell every single night in her sleep. Scream and yell? I legit thought it was normal and thinking my mom has nightmares. Doesn't yours? Nah, man. Most moms' nightmares are the ones that they live in. You know what I mean? They got these kids now. They're unbearable. They're aging. They're sagging. They're drooping. They're uninteresting because their whole existence are their kids. And the things that they like, they can't really share with anybody else who doesn't have kids because they're so fucking boring that somebody with real interest would just be like, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Oh boy. Tell me more about how you've never used the internet, like actually, and that you think Facebook and Instagram and maybe a little bit of Twitter are like the extent of what this whole World Wide Web thing has to offer. Don't forget the shopping sites. Koopaling says, smoking in another person's house should feel weird, even if you have permission. Yeah, take it outside, man. Take it outside. Can I say one thing? Smoking, at the very least, as gross as it is, and as gross as it'll be 99% of the time, is effectively kind of a social thing where, on occasion, you'll be able to, I want to say, spark up a conversation with a stranger. I used to carry around a lighter. Not because I like talking to people, but because people would constantly ask me if I had a light. And I want to say something to you. When certain people were asking me if I had a light, I believe it was because they wanted to talk. Do you get what I'm saying? Not just because they were trying to Oh my God, sorry about that. Just got on top of me for a second. I'm not alright with that. Seraphin says, what about weed? Well, weed is everything. It's life. Do you understand? It's the air we breathe. It's all around us. It's the earth, my dude. It grows. And just as we will one day return to the earth to nourish the environment, to nourish the world that birthed us, that was so hospitable, to allow us to inhabit it. Oh, Lord. But nah, I'm preferring edibles these days.
I love your streams. Hope you like your bowls, P.
That was you who sent the bowls. I didn't open it, but when I got it, I kind of freaked out, and I went to check the wish list to see what had been purchased, and it was the bowls. So Keepeling, thank you so much for going so far as to actually go to the wish list and do more than just judging, you know? You could have just judged the wish list, but instead, like a hero. Like a hero. Everybody else go judge it. You know what I'm talking about? You don't have what it takes to Koopaling out, okay? Koopaling is a saint. Thank you for that super chat, Koopaling. Thank you for the tree fitting. And on top of that, thank you for the bowls. It's funny because Koopaling was talking about, smoking. And then somebody else brought up weed. And then she was like, but what about a bowl? Because you actually, like, people, before somebody gets confused, by the way, they bought me literal bowls that I could have cereal out of, like cereal bowls. Not that bowls are only used for cereal. You can have soup in them. You can have ice cream in a bowl. Does anybody else want to contribute a thing you can have in a bowl? I don't know. Man, I can't think of more than 3 things to have in a bowl. Ice cream, soup, cereal. What if, like, I make some chili and then put some cheese on that bitch and use it to scoop nachos out of? Does that count? Chili. Ooh. But I don't just eat chili like that. But you're right. I use chili. I use chili with see, Koopaling? You see, can you tell that you're dealing with a big beefy fat man that I never even thought of salad? Jesus. I feel strange admitting it. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Someday the salad will fill my mouth. Bruh, let's find out what rhymes with mouth right now. Mouth, rhyme. That is not something that is in my lexicon. South, I should have thought of that. But that may be the only one. What the fuck is drouth, my nigga? Drouth on that ass. Drouth. South may be the only rhyme with mouth. A drought is a drought. So if the word drought already exists, what the fuck is drought? Bruh, are you sure about that? Drought. Can't say we didn't learn something on the Kyle list. Hello, Dr. House. I hope that things are well for you, and I hope that you're staying healthy, staying cool, staying on top of things. Take it to school, bro. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 8. Everyone in the family and extended family included likes each other and gets along. Sorry. There should have been another comma there. If you guys have ever seen the first Anchorman and you remember them going, whatever you put on that teleprompter, Ron Burgundy will read. And he's like, good night, San Diego? Because there was a question mark there. Listen, what this should have been dictated, the way I should have delivered it, is everyone in the family, extended family included, likes each other and gets along. But without that comma, my brain was like, everyone in the family, extended family included, likes each other and gets along. Son of a bitch. One boyfriend commented that my family was weird because everyone got along. No massive fights, screaming, or yelling each holiday, bringing up decade-old grudges once or twice a year, like he has never met his uncle because his dad and uncle hate each other too much. That's what family is, baby. How y'all got family so well adjusted and happy that they not just attacking each other at every fucking opportunity? You know? Because that's what miserable people do. And miserable people will be the most miserable with people that they know can't get away. Because typically, family is a captive audience. What they gonna do, stop talking to you? They probably not old enough to do that. They probably don't have enough money to just bounce and never speak to you assholes again the way that they want to. Shit. That's getting pretty good. You're getting pretty good at those shits. Seraphin Bear says, they on some Brady Bunch shit. Till the one day when the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch.
All of them had hair of gold, like their mother, the youngest one in girls.
Stripes, Dia, and I got on a call and had us some, hot Kyle yelling at Stripes because she rated The Simpsons an 8 out of 10 show currently. And I was like, bitch, what you talking about? Because when we were talking about Scoob, a movie that came out recently, that for some reason put Will Forte in the role of Shaggy. Strange. We come to learn that the plot is convoluted, has a bunch of Hanna-Barbera characters taking center stage for absolutely no reason, and spends the majority of the movie with Scooby, Shaggy, and Daphne, Velma, and Fred separated. On paper, to me, it just sounds wholly unsatisfying. Explosively unsatisfying. I was trying to tell Stripes, when you make a movie like this, yeah, you it's fan servicey for, the people who like this to an extent, but then you're trying to please, I don't know, kids, maybe? And kids are too young for a lot of these dumbass characters, so they really just need to shake around and be crazy and nuts. Simon Cowell is in this movie, ladies and gentlemen. Simon Cowell is in this movie that just came out. Simon Cowell hasn't been relevant for 15 years. Okay? American Idol was in 2002. And that's when Simon Cowell was a judge, judging gay boys and gay girls, figuring out who the next idol is, homie. Why oh why was Simon Cowell in this movie? I have no idea. But when you look at the cover as well, you can tell us about more than these assholes, and that's fine. Other characters are completely and utterly fine. But the video Stripes and I were watching made it seem like they were trying to set up some kind of Hanna-Barbera cinematic universe, where now we bringing in Dick Dastardly and Dino Dog or whatever, and Falcon and all these other assholes who were part of fucking old school. Come on, man. And then you split up the Mysteries Inc. for the majority of the movie. Why? Why would you do that? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, it took the excitement that I had for, one night just chilling and watching this movie, and it threw it right out the fucking window. Zac Efron voices Fred. The High School Musical boy. And, okay. That's great. I don't want anything to do with it, though. Kind of sad. You know? The kind of thing that would, in my opinion, make a family fight with one another. That movie licked my balls. Who's that for? Simon Cowell. Rachel says Simon Cowell is apparently on America's Got Talent right now. And who's watching television? Who's been watching television for the last 10 years? Can I tell you something, guys? You know, I don't consider myself old, but it's easy to feel old. Do you understand? It's very easy to feel old because the internet has made it so it seems like eras have passed us by in the blink of an eye. I'm not old, but I'm old enough to have remembered 20 years ago being in the theater and watching X-Men. The first X-Men movie. When all of my favorite little characters, they jump off the fucking comic book page and they get into a movie. Now, there have been other fucking superhero movies before, Spider-Man, you know, shit like this. But I remember the first X-Men being my fucking Avengers movie. You understand? Seeing Wolverine on screen, Cyclops, Professor Xavier, all of this shit, it was very fun, it was very dope, it was kick-ass, you understand? A year before that, I remember being in the theater watching The Matrix, which came out in 1999. We expecting a fourth Matrix movie now. Okay. But the original one came out 20 years ago. Okay. Dude, I don't have a problem with Simon Cowell. You know? Just think it's very bizarre that he would be in a movie that most likely should be targeting kids. Kids don't know who Simon Cowell is. And, you know, kids ain't gonna be sitting by their mom watching no fucking America's Got Talent because they mom boring and doesn't have shows on Hulu or Netflix or what else is there? Y'all got Disney Plus too. Is America's Got Talent on Hulu? You know? Maybe. It would need to be seen. No problem with it. Just bizarre. Confusing stuff to me. And that's fine. Irrelevant. Drouth. You know what I mean? Moving on. I'm trying to remember the last time I sat down to watch TV. When was Lost on? When did Lost come out? So Lost, wait. Lost stopped airing in 2010. And I only watched a couple of seasons of Lost, let's be real. What would the most recent television show I'd say that I've watched have been? On television, though. On the television. I don't think I watch a lot of shit on the television. Jesus Christ, it's been years. I've been disconnected for so long. I'm the wrong guy to ask. I haven't watched anything on television in at least the past 8 years? I can't remember. And that inability to remember, that's where feeling old comes from. Holy shit. Number 7, all right. Saying God damn it after sneezing. That was an interesting day in first grade. David Firth. Salad fingers. David Firth. Salad fingers. The feel of rusty spoons on my salad fingers. When you become an adult, Koopaling, that is unfortunately responsible with paying for overpriced internet packages, and they have your address, so they're constantly sending you mail, implying that you should bundle up this service with a home phone line and cable television, dude, for a cheaper price. Literally, they're trying to give it away. And I know what it sounds like. Hey, if I could pay less and get a home phone and cable TV, why not, right? Not this guy. Not this guy. Not this guy. I won't be bullied into something that I don't want or need. I don't care how much less you're forcing me to pay, or you're offering for me to pay. It's just gross. Don't even want anybody over at your fucking crib these days. You know, y'all could just throw the box at the door and I'd be like, not touching that. Swat it to the ground. Bam. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. My body. Excuse me. No. Excuse me. A ghost entered me and it pushed the farts out. You know? Not that I've ever done that on stream. It was the ghost. Spooky ghost. It's all ectoplasm, guys. Rachel says, I don't know who watches America's Got Talent besides my parents. I don't think the show is genuine at all. Nothing is genuine. Do you know what I mean? Those shows are so scripted and whack and fucking stupid. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. And it's like, I don't want to tease anybody who gets into it. It's fun for, that is their shit. And it doesn't need to appeal to us. We don't have anything to do with it, you know. The Transformers movies and the Paranormal Activities are for whoever's trying to go show up and see that bullshit. But, I don't know, man. When I think about Simon Cowell, I think that this nigga hasn't like transformed himself or his brand or whatever the hell he got going on in ever. This dude should have like taken to Netflix. And I don't think it takes a weekend for a lot of these assholes that want to stay relevant to do something. And for a couple of years, dude, it was as simple as being in a Marvel movie. You want this generation to remember your name? Shit. Jump in a Marvel movie. What, you too amazing? You think you're too great? And this isn't specifically about Simon Cowell, obviously. It's just like, you know, actors that are so up their ass. What is this list? What was something your family didn't read? Oh, that's the list you're reading right now. You just opened it in a separate window so that you could read the question because somebody answered incorrectly. Fuck that guy. Number 6. Apparently it's not normal for your parents to openly and graphically discuss their sex life with you. What, y'all flexing in front of these kids? What's wrong with y'all? It's definitely not normal for your parents to have multiple partners younger than you. Just gonna remove the essence of this entry from this list and keep moving. Number 5. My mom and I have had this inside joke where we go, "Don't talk to me. Don't even look at me," in response to stupid shit. I don't remember how or when it started, but I've been doing it since I was a kid. A wee kid? I didn't even realize how odd it was until I said, "Fine, don't talk to me then," in response to my mom telling me I couldn't get a video game I asked for, and a woman in the aisle with us got offended. She pulled my mother aside and told her that I don't need to be talking to her like that, and she needs to teach me how to respect her. Lamau. My mom explained that it's just a joke that we do, but she doesn't think that the woman believed her. Oh no, this woman in the grocery store. What must she think of me? We fucking care. Dr. House says, Kyle, what's the list again? The list is abnormal things that parents did, and for the sake of clarity, the question asked is what's something that your parents did that you didn't realize wasn't normal until you did it in front of other people, or potentially like saw that other people don't do it. You know, same song and dance. I must have done this kind of list at least 3 times by now. The real question is how I branded it for the channel, so, you know, I don't think it'd be as easy to find as like typing a keyword. We could try for shits and giggles. Let me open a secondary window. I think the keyword I'd want to use is parents, but there's gonna be like tons of it. Let me see. What if I write normal? All right, Kyle and normal. Creepy occurrences on normal days, odd relationships people thought normal. That's kind of similar. Fastest ways people ruin their lives, worst decisions made out of anger. None of these even say fucking normal in it, you bitch. Well, I guess I'm writing parents then. Well, parents is gonna bring up its whole new nest of horseshit. Parents who regret their disabled children. Damn, pretty gnarly, Kyle. Parents who disowned their kids. Damn, was that a follow-up list? 25 lessons parents taught that had to be unlearned. Hell yeah, look at that March thumbnail, dude. I like this guy. Hey, this list looks interesting. Why don't we take a look? This guy. Hey, this list looks interesting. Why don't we take a look? This guy. Hey, this list looks interesting. Why don't we take a look? This guy. Hey, this list looks interesting. Why don't we take a look? This guy. Hey, this list looks interesting. Why don't we take a look? Wait. Okay, that's enough. That was poorly executed. My other ones are typically faster, but the latency makes this stream actually a little bit later than it normally is. It's not something that is happening on my end, but maybe in the future I'll try to find ways to circumvent this. Big, big titty. Glistening in the moonlight. Big, big titty. Number 5 is what we just read. Don't talk to me, that was cute. What an entry. Number 4. My... I'm sorry. You know, I'm not a pearl-clutching old lady. But sometimes I come across an entry and it's like, holy shit. I'm going to read what this says. And what it says is, my dad jizzed on my siblings and I a lot. He was born in Iran, so he had a little bit of a language gap even as an adult. What he would do to mess with my siblings and I is he would use his finger and thumb to punch the tiniest amount of skin on our wrists. What? Pinch. That's not what it says! So what am I supposed to think? He would use his finger and thumb to punch the tiniest amount of skin on our wrists. Fuck this. And he would call it jizz. What's dumber? What's dumber? The way he wrote it or all of this? I can't even handle it. I can't even handle this. Damn. YouTube says it's buffering. How can you do this, YouTube? Have you considered chilling for a goddamn change? I think I'm gonna have to push this down to 5,500. And then for shits and giggles, what I will do... Listen. He would pinch the tiniest amount of skin on our wrists and he would call it jizz because I think that's what he thought the sound of it was if you got it close to enough to hear it. This is hurting me. This is starting to hurt me. So the scene occurred plenty of times where my brother, sister, and I would be running away from him in the house, pleading not to get jizzed on. Years later, someone explained to me what the noise Iranians think bees make is jizz. So therefore, my dad was buzzing us, not jizzing us. We're all collectively dumber for having experienced this entry. and one downvote isn't enough, but 1,000 downvotes would not free it from existence the way that it needs to be purged.
Sile wouldn't be Sile without the Gushers community and its tastiness. We
Without-
hear you.
Without,
We stream with you.
without the Gosha's community. What is C's account settings? You know, YouTube's been having itself a gay old time lately, and I'm not alright with that. But sometimes we just gotta deal with that. Try not to get jizzed on by people who don't know English, and I guess that's their excuse for defaulting. Let me say it like this. You understand me? You and I don't know a language, but we're gonna learn it. One of the first things we're gonna learn are the swears and the sexual terms. I don't think there's an excuse for this kind of behavior. I don't think this entry is charming or funny. I think it's gross. Because, again, what you are going to want to do is make damn sure that the words you're using aren't going to come off super, come on. An innocent bit of jizzing among your family. Someone says, "Your story is fantastic. That first line, I audibly gasped. Language mix-ups definitely can be awkward. When I lived in Japan, I started from zero with language ability. Early on, I learned that chin is used colloquially as a verb for microwaving, because it's the sound that a microwave makes when it chimes. One evening when hosting some Japanese people that I had met, I went over to the microwave something, and in a sing-song voice I said, 'Chin chin.' They turned to me mortified. I stood there confused until one brave soul informed me that I had just said slang for penis. And that's the story of how I learned a new slang word. What are you, fucking stupid? How do you not recognize that it is human nature? I don't know how old you are. Maybe you're a woman, and that's got to be really insensitive sounding. But when you're out of touch like that, dude, maybe it's a man thing. Don't take it as me insulting the females. Take it as me degrading my gender by saying, I'm learning a new language. What are the first things I'm learning? The swear words and the sexy words. What's the word for boobs? What's the word for pee-pee? You know what I mean? How do you say fuck? How do you say shit and ass? Do you get what I mean? And if anything, in learning a language that you're putting yourself out there in, you're going to make sure indeed, that you're not saying these things. Bro, what hilarious fucking misunderstandings. I should be like, a typical React channel. I didn't gasp, homie. I just stopped reading. I was like, wait a minute. And why I stopped reading is because I'm constantly getting the bat of demonetization on this channel over and over. Just beating me like the dead horse I am. My God, he's already dead. He's already dead. Number 3, sleep after the meal during holiday get-togethers. You guys all get together and sleep? That's cute. You mean you don't all go to I can understand Thanksgiving as being one of the only times that certain younger generations are exposed to television because, there may be mandatory family time after a meal where everybody is sitting around in front of the television. But even then, y'all could just watch some kind of movie that maybe somebody's prepared or is on Netflix or something. Y'all sitting around to watch TV. Is a game on, like a football game, and the older men in the family are into sports or something? I don't understand. I don't know how white households work, and I don't want to know, And I don't want to know. Also, I don't want to know. Number 3, sleep after the meal at holiday get-togethers. Just the men. The women exchanged gifts. How wonderful for them. I want in on this women gift exchange. I'll get people gift cards. And then I'll give people links to my wish list before this event goes down. And then hopefully I'll have some shit in the mail. Guys, in a week, we are having a holiday get-together to celebrate, I don't know, I'm going to shave my balls or something. And we can celebrate. Kyle's balls shave day. It's a holiday. It's a national holiday, guys. We would all go into the living room and watch football. Hey, that's what I thought. I did this once at my girlfriend's family's Christmas, and evidently I embarrassed her or maybe offended someone. Either way, I was the only one asleep while everyone else was energetic and conversing lively with family. I was woken up by a girlfriend with an angry tone asking why I was asleep during the party. I was comfortable, relaxed, and we just had a lot of food. Made sense to me. Shit, if I got a bitch-ass girlfriend whose home I can't go to and then fall asleep after I ate, you know, we shouldn't be dating. How about that? How about that? It's offensive if I go over to your family's house and then fall asleep? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I'm comfortable. And the fact that I can do that in the midst of your family, as opposed to being so anxious and tightly wound that I'm just counting the seconds until we can get the fuck out of there, it should speak to you. It should speak volumes to you. But that's the way that an adult person would assess the situation, as opposed to some young bitch who wants to be hyper offended by fucking everything. This is the type of bitch that you marry and then find out that she's actually anti-vax or some bullshit like that. Because you really don't know your partner. People out here dating pussy when you need to fuck pussy and then be done with that shit. Do you get what I'm saying? When you're dealing with a hoe whose parents you're fucking meeting and you're considering as a permanent partner in your life, not just some slut to fucking marry and then divorce. This goes both ways, ladies. I'm talking about a man as well. If you're going to meet this person's family and these kinds of silly, like inconsequential, irrelevant things are a point of contention between the two of you, drop this motherfucker. They should be into you on a level that's insane. Do you know what I mean? And if them falling asleep was an issue, wake them up really quick and be like, babe, don't go to sleep. And let that be it. You gonna be mad? You gonna be embarrassed and offended? Oh, he fell asleep with my family. I can't believe that you did this. I'm so mad. Fuck off. Fuck off. People are so dumb. Y'all got nothing going on in your struggle-free lives. Y'all mad about a dude eating some food at a Christmas dinner and then having himself a jolly little doze? That should be adorable. That's perfectly normal. That's perfectly normal. It is abnormal, the idea that somebody can't do that. Oh, we're talking and you need to talk too. Oh. Anyway, what's your favorite nail salon? Number 2, use assorted German words in casual conversation, which as a child I assume was English until I got confused stares from friends. My family has been in the US since 1902. Yeah, this school has Negros? What? It's German term. Look, I do my German dance. Check for me. What, this guy wants his check? You know, I hope he leaves a tip. Ah, Stripes? Stripes, you like that joke? Stripes, do you like that joke? Hey, Stripes. Hey. Damn it. Look, we're at the end of this list. You got what you asked for, man. Try to stay away from Reddit when there's nothing going on, because if I try to attempt lists when there's nothing going on, it'll put me in a mood, and you guys don't want that. Rachel says white family get-togethers can be such a headache, man, because people are really just waiting for the opportunity to fly off the handle about nothing and unload all of the misery that they've been backpacking forever on people that don't deserve it, didn't ask for it, you know. You ever heard of the phrase, the straw that broke the camel's back? You know what it's like? Let me tell you like this. Imagine you've like shook up a bottle real crazy, and it's got like carbonated bullshit in there. Maybe it's like a champagne bottle or something like that. And you have basically primed the release of the cork just so that the slightest fucking, you bother that thing, it'll come flying the fuck off. So the real question is, who's going to not use a coaster? Okay? Who's going to use the bathroom and get water on the countertop or some shit? I can't do it, man. I can't do it, man. Number 1. My mom is a yawn yeller. I'm not sure I understand. When she yawns, you can hear it from anywhere in the house? So literally like, ah! For real? Do I do that? Yawn yell. Yawn yelling. One time my sister had a friend over and we were in the basement. My mom yawned upstairs and my sister's friend asked, was that a coyote? My mom yells when she sneezes. In order for her to stop sneezing, she has to basically sneeze really loud, kind of like, achoo. One time my brother had a friend over and he thought something was going on outside. It was my mom sneezing in her room. Huh. Okay. Okay. Linda says, I yawn yell occasionally. Sounds hot, Linda. Oh my god. No wait, this is the front page of Reddit now. What's something that you enjoyed as a kid but hate as an adult? Let's just read the top entry. Thinking about the future. Oh god. When I was a kid, I imagined that in the future I'd be rich and go crazy doing science stuff like turning the sky green. I thought I'd have a cool job and sports cars and a mansion in Beverly Hills. Thanks, Weezer. Now when I think about the future, I wonder what the hell I'll do if I lose my job. About my parents getting old, and to a lesser degree, will I have enough saved to live off in retirement? No, bro. And most of our plans are just to die. You know? Ain't gotta worry about it if we're dead. Shit. Enjoy the years that we have while we got them. Animal Crossing villagers and multi-level marketings. Oh! Yes! Yes! Fucking bougie. These are the types of fucking animal that I have like on a novelty island. Just like the terrible, really like sassy looking, what the hell is going on with you? I haven't even heard of a lot of these. I have not heard of a lot of these. What the hell is pure romance? That's another pyramid scheme? This is really great. Somebody knocked it out of the park with this one. What a pretty little dress. What's with all the Animal Crossing shit on my front page? Who's this? I guess cringe has found itself a new idiot to laugh at. But it seems that this guy is self-aware and that it's satire, as he says. So I guess they were posting him like crazy because they couldn't believe just how thick and lacking in self-awareness this idiot was. Well, there you go. Fit girl, my crush. When you're pissed as fuck, but your buddy makes an excellent point. What point is your buddy about to make? I'm tired of seeing the same bullshit on my damn feed. Remember when I used to go to public freakouts? Do you remember? It feels as far back as November. Somebody call the police? Nope. The importance of knowing your rights? Nope. Police? Nope. Police? I'm black. I agree with the judge. Police? Ugh. Her go-to attack is her cough. My God, if it's not that, then it's pandemic stuff. We need every cop to... goddamn. Let's shoot some civil... Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This isn't real. This would have more upvotes if it was real. This isn't real. This is heartbreaking. This shit is crazy and needs to stop. So you're telling me this is real? I know this dude. I know this dude. This dude is literally one of the main cast members on SNL. And you're telling me he was jogging and the cop kneeled on his neck? And he's saying that they stopped him because he fit the description. I'll tell you what, man. Shit's not gonna change. Shit's not gonna change, man. I don't know if y'all saw Chappelle talk about what he was talking about. My boy. Our battle with the legendary. What the fuck? What the hell with this dog? Man. Girl offers sex for weed and gets denied and then freaks out. Hell yeah.
Hi.
Who's this?
Jessica, I bought a couple from you the other night.
Oh yeah, what's up?
I was gonna ask you for a little favor.
What's up?
Is there any way I can, like, blow you for 2DS? I wanna fuck. If you wanna fuck, then maybe an eighth?
Lamau, what? This is good stuff.
Why not? I know you see the way I look at you when you have come to drop off.
Nah, I don't even pay attention to any of that.
Lies! I know you're down. I'll suck your dick real good.
Oh, LOL, I'm good, thanks. Thanks for the offer. Get your money up and hit me up for some weed.
Ah, you're a bitch, bro.
LOL, okay.
Really?
Really what?
You're not down?
No. Nope, I'm good.
Let me know when you are then.
Probably never.
Ew. I'm not hitting you anymore.
Huh?
I'm not hitting you up anymore.
Oh, okay. Fuck it.
You're whack, boy. Okay?
I'm whack. You're hitting me up to fuck you for an eighth? An eighth? That's lame as fuck. Your pussy must be trash then.
Lamau, it's the tightest you've had, I'll tell you that. Boy, bye. You're so lame. We could have had a good time. I'm home alone. My mom is at work right now, so you're being lame.
Lamau, you have a boy? And he can't buy you weed? Bum asses. Y'all trash. My man is at work right now. Yo. You should get closer to this bitch. And let her man know, dude. Let her man know that she out here slinging it around. Oh, man. No. Let the man know. She said ew, even though she was the one trying to fuck. Yeah, that's what females are like. Oh my god. Let's go to Pussy Pass tonight, I guess. What's going on over there? Come out. Oh no, is this a lot of like you know. I remember there was this subreddit called like, God, I don't remember what it was called, but it was effectively like equal rights and equal lefts, where like a girl would be like,
You know what? I'm just gonna slap your ass.
and then you know what came next. And that's not, you know, I don't know. I don't condone that. Who the fuck? What the? How? No, why were they recording? You know? Why were they recording? Please. Please. Pugaloaf. Yeah. Yeah. Pugaloaf. That's a fat pug. Why y'all do that to that dog? Come on. My friend told me my wardrobe is too dark. Is this better? Choosing beggars. Because the subreddit is called Lost Redditors. It's for when people post shit to a subreddit that they, you know, clearly did not mean to. Well, where was he trying to post that? You know what I mean? That's the real question. Let's get out of here, guys. This has been real. It was nice to see you again. I love you to death unconditionally. A special thanks to Nookaling for their stream chat, Bing Bong, and you know, the bowls that they sent. You guys will be happy to know that I bought milk and let it reach its expiration date before I had any of it. Again, I got a real bad history with milk because I rarely wake up and decide that I'm gonna have some cereal. And here we are. And here we are. Thank you, Banal Bulgarian. And thank you, Koopaling. Linda asks if there's going to be gameplay tonight. I could try. I think I'll dust off this Simpsons game that I've been meaning to play. So I'll be back in a while. Love you, stay out of trouble. You'll see me again soon, and if not, then you'll see the upload saved, you know, from when I do stream that Simpsons game. Check you guys out soon. Bye, 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 bye.